So this is Colonize Prologue. Colonize Prologue is a combination of survival game and a building strategy that takes during the colonization period of the 17th century. It tells the story of a settlement in the New World and all the difficulties encountered by early settlers. This is developed by Rambrosoft and published by Creative Forge Games. This game is slated to be, I think, like the prologue's released like as of today, but in the future, I'm really not sure. Anyways, with that being said, I know, really low information. Isn't that just wonderful? Let's go ahead and jump into this. This is going to be completely blind, and we're going to be jumping into this and just seeing how we react to the game, mostly. Colonize here. So Plymouth, Bermuda, Boston, Williamsburg, Philadelphia, and Charleston. Assuming these are all different kinds of scenarios. Oh yeah, I do know that there will be all different kinds of scenarios. These are scenarios that we have here in the prologue, but when the game does release, there'll be free play and stuff like that. So you don't need to worry about that if that was ever something you were worried about, if you are. Plymouth, Bermuda, Boston. Oh, okay, I see. So the only thing we can play in the prologue is Plymouth. That's it. So Plymouth holds a place of great prominence in American history. Let's do it.
We labored to rid the Church of England of the vestiges of papal influence. Despised as Puritans, we suffered persecution and were forced into exile. In the year of our Lord, 1620, we left Europe on a religious mission to establish a godly government. In Plymouth, we boarded Mayflower, an ark that would carry us to the promised land. Soon, we were besieged on all sides by the treacherous ocean. Scurvy and fear of imminent death accompanied us for the remainder of our journey. We barely reached the New World alive after months on the high seas. The fear of retribution plagued our minds. Our countrymen had already warred with local tribes over this land. Many of us, too, believed we were not destined to share it. Famine and sickness struck our colony. We resorted to stealing food from the natives. The whole settlement feared the violent wrath of their war parties. Instead, one of them befriended us. Squanto spoke our language. Despite previously having suffered in slavery at the hands of our kind, he arranged for us to trade with the people of the First Light, thus saving our very lives. They introduced us to the beauty and bounty of our unforgiving surroundings, but most settlers still refused to see them as equals. Others would only deal with them if they commit to his word. Shall peace be sustained by sturdy plowshares or instruments of warfare?
Well, that was actually a pretty cool, pretty deep kind of like intro there. Now, for the other scenarios, I guess something different, right? Of course. Now, I would love to see the other cutscenes for all the other scenarios. That would be really cool to kind of learn just the story, just to kind of set it up. I love that setup though. That's pretty good. Could you imagine though being on a boat for like months? God, that would be awful. I also forgot to mention, if you want to see this become a series in the future here on the channel, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, saying, yeah, I would like to see more, and subscribe if you are new. So the tutorial for the game. The first colonies were about survival in the wild and inhospitable environment of New England. Deaths were frequently caused by hunger and many diseases. In our game, Colonize, we try to bring the difficult lives of the first colonists closer to the modern day. Gradually, we will add more and more content, threats, and adjust the current state of the game to ensure the greatest experience for you, our players. However, we will remain faithful to the history and the way of life of the first colonists in the 17th century. This is super, like, I like this. This is I love the description of what the devs are trying to go here with, and it's very transparent. I don't know, I feel like it's a very transparent message here. That's really good. So, what will your role be? You are the governor of the first permanent successful colony, Plymouth. But success and survival were not certain for the first years following its establishment. Sacrifice, hard work, and most importantly, maintaining good relations with the natives were key to survival. The local tribes of the Wampanoag, Massachusetts, and the oh Lord, don't even try me. The Narragansett people who lived there before the arrival of Europeans were the main reason for the survival of the colony. Therefore, do not forget to maintain good relations with the native tribes. I mean, that would actually, you know, that would make sense, but your job as governor is to take care of your people so that they always have food, warm clothes, and most importantly, income to repay our debt to the home company that paid for the trip on the Mayflower. The Tisquantum or Squanto, an English-speaking Native American and a member of the Pawtucket tribe, was our chief advisor in these first months. Without his help, we could never have survived, so watch out and follow his advice. Now, how would one be, if a Native American, how would he be English-speaking? I don't know. Unless he was taught English, like, through the Englishmen, but he wouldn't, his native tongue, like, he wouldn't be bilingual, would he? Let's start building the colony. First of all, maybe I'm looking too into that. First of all, the people have already built storage where we can store all buildings, materials, or goods that cannot be kept in the cellar, which they have also built for the storage of food. The public house is a place for homeless people. Build more houses so citizens can move in and start families. Our people also built an inn, which will provide them with food when they are not working. That kind of reminds me of like settlement survival in a way. Do you want to run the tutorial? Excuse me? Do I want to run the tutorial? Sure, I'll run the tutorial. Wow, look at this. Look at this. I mean, really, I got to go up and down too with the key arrow keys. Look at the graphics in this game. I know it really doesn't like show here in like on YouTube because of, you know, YouTube, but I have to say, pretty it looks nice. It does look nice indeed. For navigation, click on the map. There we go. There's our boat. Go back to our settlement. There we go. Excellent. This is the farthest I can actually zoom out right here. This is it. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that a good enough zoom? All right, so now we're going to actually put down a woodcutter. And I'm assuming putting down a woodcutter, we probably want to put it next to some woods. There's this radius here, so this is interesting. You can rotate it fairly easily, which I'd like to see. Essential in every settlement, chops trees and provides wood for building or further processing. Max workers is 2. Price is wood 20, and then output is wood. So it takes 20 wood to build the woodcutter. Like I said, there's like this, like, there's this, what the heck does that mean? Control... Use the road. Oh, I see. It's smaller increments of rotation. Right. Okay, that's fine. I don't need to really get into really small right now. I don't know exactly where I want to place this, but I'm assuming just around trees, which I could zoom out just a little bit more, but this is all right. Like camera wise, I wish I could zoom out so I could see what's going on here. Oh. Oh. So, okay, so you can't go too far away. See, this is the game actually telling me you can't go too far away. You have to be somewhat near the warehouse. Ah, I see. All right. Little strange there, but all right. There we go. So that's been built, I guess, out there. That's all right. We're going to build a farm, right? And the same thing here. Can't go too far away from the warehouse. Okay.
Subscriber.
Hey, thank you for subscribing there, Jelly. I guess we'll just put this nearby too as well. And I guess here is also fine. There we go. We must now change the working hours of the warehouse. Select a warehouse and by clicking on it. Working hours, yeah. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I'm going to actually move my forehead. Yeah, good job. This is neat. So move the red arrow by clicking and holding it while moving the mouse from 1700 to 2100. Oh, I'm sorry. From 1700 to 2100. So we want to go to 2100 and we want to go to, wait a sec. Okay. To change the start of the workday, move the green arrow from 1100 to 600. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay, so you can actually give them like hours. That's kind of crazy. Not crazy, but you know, it's just like you don't get that in a lot of games now, do you? Yes, we'll do that. Yep, there you go. Your speeds already. So it looks like we have some workers already going in for it. Yeah. You've now changed the working hours of the warehouse building. You can adjust the work hours for each building that processes resources or provides services. Now wait for them to finish. Like, hang on. I want to see more of that, please. I want to see more of that information. Won't let me click on it. Won't let me see more of that because I want to read a little bit more into that. but I guess we'll just wait for them to do their thing. It looks like we are in Celsius here, 19 Celsius. All right, I guess we'll just continue. We'll wait. We'll fast forward for them to go out and do their thing. What the heck is this building? That's a cellar? What is this? The inn? The shelter? The warehouse? Okay, right. Guess we'll just wait for them to do their thing. I think they just built, yeah, they just built the woodcutter over here. Yeah, the woodcutter. And now they're going to be building the farm out. There we go. And then I assume they automatically just become employed there. So select the cellar here. Very good. Storage of food products plus 7 happiness. Working filter. So you have a labor exposure 0 out of 100 and a strength of 0 out of 100 as well. You have obviously the work time there. So right click on a worker slot to reduce the number of available jobs at a building. Reduce the maximum number of open slots to 2. Now that makes me feel again more like settlement survival. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Now you have reduced the number of workers in the cellar. Workers you fired have already found a new job. Let's look at the woodcutter. Okay, so here are the fired workers from the cellar. Now open the population window. Okay. Ah, look at that. So here you can see all the citizens. Select a random citizen by left clicking on them. All right, so David Barber. Oh, look at that. David Barber. Work time. I'm wondering if I made the right choice coming here. Does anyone know when the ship goes back? Dude, you want to spend like 3 months on a boat again? Are you out of your freaking mind? So you selected a citizen. In this window, you can see all their properties. Filter. You have turned off automatic job search according to building requirements. Click the open button or pick. Click the pickup button. Okay, pick up. Oh, and then you can just immediately assign them anywhere. Okay, that's interesting. You can now manually assign citizen to any available job position. All right, so I guess there. And then the worker was added as a farmer. Let's plant a crop and choose a crop. Sure, dude. Let's pick corn, I guess. Plant the crop in the empty field with the left mouse button. Do you have to actually manually do it? Oh, you actually do have to manually do it. Oh, whoa. Okay, I wasn't done there. I wanted to plant more. Why can't I plant more? I wasn't done. All right, that's enough for now, apparently. Let's watch the farmer work. First, they plant the crop in the ground. Which is, okay, so there's a lot of like, it's very interesting. So there's like a lot of micro managing, it feels like already. Yeah, you could choose to have automatic workers go and find a job, but if you wanted to, you could pick them manually and assign them where they want, and then you can tell them, hey, this is what I want you to grow. But not only here, this is what I want you to grow, but let me click the exact spaces on where to grow this exact crop, right? Anyways. So now we want a well. So you will see notification on the left side of the screen above the minimap. As you can see, the farmer has no water for the crops. Okay, that makes sense. Let's give him a well. There's a well right next to the freaking farm. Yeah, great. Let's wait for the workers to build the well. The further you build the building from the warehouse, the longer workers will need to carry materials, therefore causing delays in building and production. It doesn't seem that big, honestly. It doesn't seem like the radius is very big when it comes to the warehouse. Like, I was being pushed away over here, and that's how far away the warehouse was. It doesn't seem that very much like how big it was. Would that mean I would need to build another warehouse right over here just so I can build out this way? I don't know. Maybe. All right, so he keeps saying, I need a well, I need a well, I need a well. And that's fine, because we're putting up a well here. You don't need to give me 20 notifications about I need a well for crops. All right, now the farmer can water the crops from the nearest well. Let's wait a while for the crops to grow. The further you build a building from... Okay, we already talked about that. Okay, so now he's getting his water. Kind of want to see this. Yeah, there he goes. There's his water. Okay, the crops have grown enough to be harvested. Dude, he didn't even drop off the water yet. Let's harvest them. Okay, I guess. He didn't even water them. Harvest. The farmer will now harvest the crops. Let's let them work while we build a house for families. Okie dokie, artichoke. Select residence. I guess this is residence. Select homes. Is that mother breastfeeding? That's an interesting choice of art there for a house. Right. Okay, so let's get a house here. Where would I want to set up a house? Maybe, like, look how far. Again, so far away. Like that's not that far away. Like right there. That's so, like, I don't know, maybe there will be bigger warehouses that will give us the ability to, you know, to build farther away, but that doesn't seem very far. I'll put a house right there, I guess. It's great. Let's wait for the workers to build the house. We'll go ahead and fast forward time here too as well. Build that up. Yes, yes, yes. And overnaturally, I guess they will procreate on their own, right? Click on the house to see what couple has moved in. So as you can see, new residents have occupied the new house. If they are happy enough, they will have a family. Okay, so I see that. Let's trade then. All right, click on the trade menu. All right, so let's sell 25 or more leather. All right, so this is going to be, can I type it in? Nope, have to go use the pluses. All right, so 25. We'll just do 25. Now click on the sell. So 50 gold. There we go. Great. Now you have 50 coins. Let's build a pig farm and buy a couple of piglets. Okay. Go back to this. Get the pig farm. I can't assume this can't be built far away either. Nope, it cannot. Hell, let's put it right here. Why not? So there we go. We'll get that rolling up, and then we'll fast forward that, and then we'll buy ourselves a few piglets. That will be good. Dun, 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 dun. I guess you can kind of like get the imagination of this game so far. I'm wondering if some things will change though. I mean, obviously things will change before like a release of this game, but I mean, what I mean is like in game progressively, if things will change in certain aspects. Buy piglets for 12. So click on the piglet. We want to buy it 4 piglets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 piglets. Great. Now you need a farmer to take care of the piglets. You seem to have a lot of workers in the warehouse. Select the warehouse. All right, and then remove someone, right? We'll click on this worker. Click on the filter. Right. Pick. There. There. It's a lot of work to like individually place a person there, but that's all right. The filter thing is kind of weird. I just kind of get confused on the filter. Like the filter, that's not how I would like use the word filter, I guess, but that's just me. So now we can select a road. So yellow flags will appear during road construction at the beginning of the road or at the end of the road. Try to build 4 roads. If you hold down, okay, so okay. And I'm assuming roads are useful, right, for traveling and whatnot, getting from point A to point B. Right now, you have to take care of the hungry people. Oh, there's hungry people here, yeah? Citizens will come to eat at this inn only if the innkeeper is present at the inn. Guests are on their way. Oh, okay. Guests are on their way. Okay, shoot. All right. We already have someone working here, no? Yeah? Guests? Okay. Don't be okay. So the innkeeper works mostly at night when your citizens are on the free time. Don't be afraid to build 2 inns, one for the day shift and one for the night shift. I actually kind of like that. I do like that. Day shift, night shift. But to be fair, like, why would you want to build 2 inns for day and night? Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so what are you asking me to do here? You're pointing at the guests. And that's fine that you're pointing at this tab, but we just don't have a guest tab in right now. Right. Where to next? Guests are on their way. Okay, so maybe we just wait for them. Let's just wait for them, I guess. Okay, so it seems like after some time we have finally got our first guest. Oh, and here he is. David Barber. He's our regular citizen. If a citizen has little energy, they will go home. A long sleep is best for recharging energy. As you can see, their energy is already rising. Okay, right? It's good to see. Well, we had the guest come into the inn, but it was like so brief there. All right. Congratulations, you just finished the basic game tutorial. You can continue the game or start a new one with it. Okay, I guess we'll just continue. So, that's the tutorial. All right, cool. I guess we can learn what all these tabs are about. We have statistics, we have missions, we have shops, we have council, we have militia. My lord, that was a basic tutorial then, because this stuff is all crazy. Sawmill, quarry, hunting, fishery, well, obviously, like, we want to do, hang on a sec, like, we want more of this. Like, we want more here. We don't want this just like one tiny little thing. So what if we went like 6 corn? Can we mix it up like a little bit of wheat, right? Oh god, no. A little bit of wheat action. There we go. And then well, tobacco, maybe not. Potatoes. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of potatoes. Tobacco, just not right now. Yes, tobacco could be used for a good trade value, but just to start off here, let's just go and get some like food in. Now, one thing I would love to actually change is path base. What was it? Fence? The path base? Road base? Yeah. I'd like to see if I can sneak this in here. Can't sneak that in there. Guess I can go around this way. Come down and around. There we go. I don't know if this costs us any materials, does it? I don't think it does. I think it's all free. There we go. I do have to say, I kind of like how the pathing in this game is. It's fairly simple. Fairly smooth, too, as well. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, there's our statistics. Let's see our jobs. Right? This is our jobs. Look at this. Expedition view. Have no idea any of this. Agwam. In order to strike a bargain, a merchant must know how to keep his customer happy. Price, gold coins 3, meat 2, time of expedition 0.12, colonists needed 2. You must build an expedition office first. See, these are things I have no idea. There's a little bit of trade there. There's council. In the full version of the game, you'll have access to council, I'm assuming. Okay. And then militia, same with the militia in the full version of the game. Okay, so really what we could do is just kind of like build and build and build. What's here? So we have the houses. We have a shelter, we have a church, we have another inn, and then we have a warehouse, and then we have a cellar and the expedition building. Now, one thing I kind of want to do is somewhat similar to over here. Now, if I had, we have a few warehouse workers, right? Okay, I'm not looking into that quite yet. Cellar, we have 1 person in the cellar. Now, I do like the fact that I am a little, okay, so work from 500 to 1100. Was that different than this one? It was different. Okay, so this, let's try to tweak the hours. I don't know what's a good hit and what's not a good hit. So, like, what if we told them to work 8 hours on the farm? Would that be good? Now, the happiness is at 3. I don't know if that's a -3 or just 3. Now, does that change if I, like, mess around with the hours? It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't mess around there. Now, how do I know when to harvest? I'm assuming when these are all filled up in blue, that's when I know when to harvest. Let's come back over here. Yeah, let's come over here. So the game did talk about how they wanted, like, not that they wanted, but you could choose to have a daytime and a nighttime inn. Now, yeah, look at entertainment, food, entertainment, happiness +5. So that must have been minus then, the happiness over there. Interesting. Now, I don't know what this means. Innkeeper experience, and I don't know what this means. Strength. Didn't really get an explanation of that. And doesn't look like anybody is actually working the inn. We have no workers there. So I'm going to make this a daytime inn. Yeah, we'll make this a daytime inn. So 12 hours, 600 to 1800. And what we'll do is we'll take someone off of the warehouse here. Uh-oh, I should have just actually, can I actually click on people, like, fill it in automatically? No, you have to actually click on somebody, so you gotta go here and be like, hey, Olivia, I would like you to work at the inn. And go right there. There you go. How you like that? So now we have Olivia there. Probably building houses isn't a bad idea, too. What was this? Shelter? I wish there was a little bit of description. Oh, I guess there's a description when you click on it. Okay, I see. What is this? Expedition building. There's expedition building. Let's go housing again. Yeah, let's do another housing. Now, is it the
subscribe?
Hey, thank you for subscribing there, Savannah. Appreciate it, Savannah. Now, maybe, yeah, maybe like a house right there. Okay, interesting. What do we have here again? We have woodcutter, which we have a lot of wood. We don't have a lot of sawmill, or we don't have any sawmill. I mean sawmill as in we don't have a lot of planks, right? Hunter would probably be very good for food situation too. So you probably want to build a hunting station, which again, let's see how far out I can build this. Okay, now I can build it as far as I want. So maybe that was just tutorial based. Okay. Well, why would they have that in the tutorial? That's kind of silly. Kind of gives people the wrong idea. Like, I get it. I understand, like, you want to teach people that the farther you get, the less sufficient it will become to build it, but like, or for the building to be, but still. I guess since that's a little paranoia kicking in, where it's like, oh, I don't want it to be efficient, so I guess I'm gonna put it right here. There we go. We'll put in a hunting stable there. Chicken farm would be kind of cool. A wheat field. Now we can grow wheat, but I guess we can like grow an entire wheat field, and then a mill. And a mill will convert into wheat into flour, essential for baking bread. Very good. And then there's the bakery for baking bread, probably. Then we have the pig farm already, and then the chicken farm. Like, we don't have a chicken farm, but I think it'd be nice to have a chicken farm. Yeah. Do a little bit of chicken action. Yeah. I'm gonna build a chicken farm, and then what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to sell some things. Now, leather. I'm assuming we get leather from hunting, maybe. Yeah. And we'll get into that. So let's see here. I don't know about like fish hatchery. Oh, I guess. Okay. Yeah, fishery. I guess you can kind of place that wherever you want. Okay, I understand. Let's go ahead and just like cancel that, please. And then let's fast forward time here just a bit. See if we can get to the daytime here and see where we're at. So where are we at here? Barley. That's barley. Okay. How's our farm going on over here? Is this all good? Is this ready to go? I don't know. I'm still a little confused on this situation. Maybe blue is water? Because now all the blue is going down? Output, input, okay, potatoes. Maybe the blue is the water. So how do you know when this is ready to harvest? I guess just clicking the harvest button. Like that person just went and watered the crops. Yeah, we're watching them watering the crops. I don't know, unless the game tells you that they're ready to be harvested, unless you have to watch it like, oh yeah, hey, the corn's at this height, or you know, the wheat is at this height, or the potatoes are at this height, you know? I really am not sure. Not sure how that all works out. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Looks like we have next thing that I guess what we're doing is getting in the chicken farm. Hopefully we get in the, did I put this in backwards? No? Hopefully we get in the, yeah, this hunting, thing soon. Now, the reason why we want houses is, again, that helps with our population and grows more people, which is, you know, good for everybody. Now, if we take a quick look over here, these people are 5% happiness, I guess. At least the house gives them 5% happiness. What about individually? Individually, how is their happiness here? You can actually see who their partner is, which is kind of cool. You see the strength of the person. Workplaces at the warehouse. Work experience labor, 2 out of 100. Caring. So work labor or labor and strength must have to correlate with certain things, like how the inn had a filter on that. Happiness is 37 out of 100 though, so that's, you know, not very happy to have you know, things going on, if you know what I mean. So slaughter 0. Oh my god. So that might have to be a thing eventually. They did not finish his house, no. So planks, we're out of planks. So we need planks. Okay, so let's get that. Excuse me. Let's get that in. Let's get it in the sawmill. I'm gonna put it in the sawmill. I guess right there. We'll go right there with the sawmill. This needs to be kind of priority. Set to priority. So that needs 40 wood, 12 stones, and 15 planks. Okay, so that means we need to buy planks. Yeah. Yeah, we need to buy planks. Okay, first thing okay, in order to do that, we need to sell something. Wheat would be good to sell. Tobacco would be good to sell, even though we're not selling tobacco now, or we're not making tobacco now that we have came to that agreement. 50, maybe let's do like 50 wood. That would give us 50 gold. Actually, let's do 40. 40 would do that. How much would 16 planks be? It wouldn't be enough. We still wouldn't be enough even if we sold all of our wood. Now, what happens if we sold more leather? That gives us 2 each. This is wheat. We can give off a little bit of wheat. But even then, it's kind of, you know, still not enough. And I guess we do have tobacco. But tobacco, I assume, is for happiness. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. So maybe buying the woodcutter, or not buying the woodcutter, but building the woodcutter first. is gonna cost us a little bit, but you know, it's not too hard to get wood, so we're gonna, or the sawmill, sorry, not the woodcutter, the sawmill. So we'll sell for 95, and then all we need to do is buy 112, so just a little bit of extra stuff. We are currently out of wood though. 15. Oh, 15. It's 15 planks. Okay, so that's actually, well, I don't think we have enough still, but at least that's something. So 15 to 105. That's easier to get to, obviously. So, like, what is that? 8? There we go. Okay, now we have that. Yes. Thomas says, I need more food, I need more food, I need more food. Okay, so I'm assuming we can go ahead and harvest, yeah? This is good stuff to harvest? Sure. Harvest. Right? Let's harvest it up. And I kind of want to split it more. I want to have, like, tobacco grow. I want to have everything growing here. I do. I'm clicking harvest, but I don't know if that will happen or not. We'll guess we'll find that out later. This says 0 to slaughter, so, you know, it is what it is. Do I actually give potatoes and barley to the pigs? Is that how they are fed? There's so many questions that I have that the basic tutorial never answered. It's alright, I guess. This house is still being done up here. But I think this will be done up first. Yeah, this one will be done up first. So we'll continue here. People here still nothing. Need more food. Trust me, I get that you need more food, but at the same time, I'm trying. I am trying. So this was harvested, no? Because look at the crops. Now they're like smaller than they were before. I'm not sure. This output 0 out of 50, 0 out of 50, 0 out of 50, 0 out of 50, 0 out of 50. Oh my god, it's raining. The output just seems like it's not all there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you either. So we actually have 3 guests. That's actually really good there. During the daytime, it is getting used up, so that's good to see. Something wrong with my health? Are you going back on the ship? Oh, wait. What the heck is the ship going to be giving us? Trade with your mainland? Ah, I see. I see. I see. So there's a lot of people that is wrong with their health. And I would have to assume because it's raining, right? It's raining. Something's wrong with their health. Also, and so on. Now look at that. So many notifications. Something wrong with their health. And it could be because of food too. They could be starving to death, right? For all I know. Yeah, look at that. I'm on normal speed. And that thing is just running up. Oh my god. $14 out of 100. I get it on your health. Your happiness is 0. Your hunger is 7 out of 100. I'm trying to fix that. I really, really am. I say harvest, but I guess these take more time. You know, I don't, you know, and I can't slaughter any pigs, even though they look like grown pigs. Can't be slaughtered. Sorry. Maybe not. I don't know. And we are kind of, we should have like focused more on this, but this is 36 planks, and I didn't realize the hunting stand was 36 planks. But we have 15 meat. Like, I don't know. We have 21 fish as well. Yeah. Unless you have to build something specific to cook the meat. Maybe the bakery produces bread. No, that just produces bread. That wouldn't do anything special to our food. No. You know, I don't think it would. You will need additional establishments first to produce. Yeah. Yeah, this is mostly just bread. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I will go. Like, I will go, but like, problem is that I feel like everybody is gonna die. Yeah, I feel like everybody's gonna die. And that will be the end of colony. And that will be in the end of our colony. Exactly, right? Interesting. I will say though, like, do they not walk? No. There's not a the basic tutorial was very basic, and I tried to play it out, and there's a lot of more questions that I have that, you know, that I guess are gonna have to go for some other time. Yeah. Oh my god, look at everybody in their needs. It's just a non-stop. Now if I play this on fast forward, watch the notification just ram up. Just constant. Everybody needs food. Something's wrong with their health. Everybody needs food. And I get it. But again, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't know if this is taking just time, if it has to do with the working hours, because even like working hours, work time hours, that is something that is that I haven't really seen in a game like this before, is like having their own work hour schedule. So maybe they're only working on this during a certain time, and then, you know, that affects the production of it. And that same goes for like everything, you know. Wasn't told about if pigs needed to be fed food, which it kind of looks like they need to be fed 10 potatoes and 6 barley. That's what the input is. Had no idea that they needed to be fed. Can't even place a chicken farm because I totally forgot, or not that I forgot, but totally didn't have the 20 planks there. The sawmill is up and working though, so that, I mean, that's something. So if anything, we can at least take one of these workers, right, and put them on the sawmill, right, and I guess extend the hours to make it during the daytime, which would be cool. And then we'll get that rolling, and then, I mean, we'll get planks in, right? Now again, I don't know if people are gonna die here or not. I don't know. Should be interesting. Yeah, so everybody is dead. This person's dead, this person's dead, this person's dead, and another person is dead. So here rests Thomas Carlson, who lived a happy life from 1594 until dying suddenly in the New World on 1621. So their gravestones actually stay here, and then you can move their gravestones. I love that. Even though that they did die, I do love that they have like this, you know, this is kind of cool. The fact that you can't rotate the tombstones kind of sucks, but love that they have the oh my god. Hey, thank you, Ventex, for the re-upping your membership. Yeah, but I think that's a really cool thing there. Even though your members die, you can at least, you know, remember them as always.
Is that a member?
Hey, Tyler C, thank you so much for re-upping your membership as well. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Overall, I think the game looks very pretty. I do think the game looks very pretty. I think there was a lack of
Is that a member?
Thank you, James. Thank you, James, for the re-up on the membership there as well. Thank you so much. I think there was a lack of direction in the basic tutorial. I know it was like a basic tutorial, but you know, there's so many questions I have unanswered. There's so many questions I have unanswered. But I think this is where we're gonna wrap up. This is kind of in a let's look at. Yeah, let's look at, you know, colony. You know, is it colony or colonize? Colony or colonize? The prologue. This is the prologue. This is just an early look at, very super early look at. It doesn't represent the release of the game. Just let me, you know, first of all, let me just tell you that, obviously. I think this game has potential. This game looks so good. I think the backstory is really good. I think the little minor details are really good. I love the fact that, you know, tombstones, I mean, I hate that they died, but I love that there's a little description about the person and telling us about them. I kind of like the work hours. The work hours is really a cool idea. I love having control over when your works or when your people, you know, go from where to where. Having an inn, a daytime inn or a nighttime inn, right? I like that, having the hours, a 24-hour system. I think that's a really cool thing, for sure. Would I like a little bit more explanation on those things? Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to know, like, what, like, how bad or how does that affect everything? Because for the most part, we read everything, and that was pretty much it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. We just wanted to check out this game because this game is going to be coming out soon, and I think people will really enjoy this. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video, wherever that may be. And do as always, take care.